as we know, change is hard, right? So, which is almost the story and the theme of tonight. But tonight is, I think, a great celebration. I thank all of you coming out tonight to bid farewell to Elm Street Middle School, or in high school. Yeah, I was getting there. So it is. And I appreciate this because tonight is supposed to be a celebration, social. This is my Irish side coming out, where this should be, even though we're closing the doors, it's really a celebration of life. Just walking through the crowd, I could hear people saying, "It's so good to see you. It's been such a long time." But we know, like, is in every school, any school is more than bricks and mortar. It's the people and the students within it. So while we might be closing, Stacy, this is you. While we may be closing the doors tonight, the memories live on. The spirit of Elm Street, whether it's the high school or the middle school, lives within all of us. And I think that's really what we need to celebrate. It's those lasting moments, walking through the hallways, the relationships we built over time, the trophies that the teams won, the bricks, the memorials. Again, it's the memories that will never cease. And that's what I want to take with us. So tonight is really about a celebration of this building, of the community. I've been here 2 years as a superintendent, and I can't even begin to explain how great this community is, of how much Nashua rallies together around their students, around education, around each other. So this is, again, seeing many different generations here tonight celebrating what we have in common: the love of Nashua, the love of education, the love of one another. So I think it's fantastic that, again, that we're able to come here together. I also think it's fitting that I think we all should go up to the third floor on a 90-degree day and sweat together for a little bit to say, like, the good old days, right? There might be a few of you who might be skipping class or for the last moment, where I used to hide from the administration. Yep, so there's a couple former administrators here that might be chasing you down for one last time. Former assistant principal, if you want to wave. Yep, so I think there's a couple former assistant principals and principals in the audience. Stacy did give me a list of names of people who are here. I want to thank members of the Board of Education, Jen Bishop and Shawanda Daniels Williams, who's here. There's a number of current Elm Street teachers. Elm Street current teachers, if you could wave your hands too. Yeah. How about former Elm Street teachers or administrators? Former Elm Street teachers or administrators? I see one in the back. There's a couple. Thank you. There's a couple over there as well. And we also have our Assistant Director of Facilities, Doug DeFina, is here. Yeah, so, what was that, class of 77? High school, excellent. So just his work and all the custodians and maintenance over the last couple of weeks of preparing the building, closing the building, and making sure it's ready for tonight. So again, tonight's a night of celebration. So enjoy each other, share some more memories. Tour the building. It's kind of self-guided. I think you probably know the halls better than most of us. So we're just asking by 6 o'clock we leave. Please don't take, the mantle from the conference room with you. Too many desks. But we want you to, again, really celebrate tonight, celebrate the memories, celebrate Elm Street, and celebrate each other. So thank you for being here tonight, and have a good time.
I have 2 questions.
Yeah?
One, rumor is that this place is being demolished.
I don't.
No?
I don't. So that's on the city side, and there might be RFPs going out, but there's no plan on the next phase.
Second, could you
So there's a request. Yep. So there's a request. If you could bear with us, and I feel horrible doing this, so I'm sorry.
Well, if you don't want to, that's okay too.
No, I agree. Do it.
So I'm trying to think the way to do this. So if you attended this school, we'll start this way, because there's different generations.
Okay.
If you went to this school, attended as a student from 2000 to 2024. There's a few here. So I didn't want to miss anybody, see? All right, thank you guys. So within the last 25 years, from 1990 through 2000. All right, excellent, excellent. From 1980 to 1990. A couple more hands. All right, now we start getting tricky, right? From 1975 to 1980. All right, all right. 1970 to 1975. 1965 to 1970. They're the loudest bunch so far, I'm just saying. So that was 1960. So 1960 to 65, was that last one? Right? Yes. All right. So 1955 and beyond. Anybody before? All right. So pre-1955. Anybody before 1955?
I'm here for my mother.
And we have, what, hold on, we have one more. 1954. 1938. So I think, so we should have a, you can take the first trophy. So, like sometimes, like when you have a parade, who came from the furthest distance? So I didn't want to do this to you, but you are the oldest, most senior. HR's here somewhere, right? The most experienced graduate of Elm Street. So thank you very much. So without further ado, I'll let you meander through the hallways. Again, we're looking at around 6 o'clock to close the building.
everybody. My name is Nancy Sargent Plourde, and I am an alumna of Nashua Senior High School. Back in the day when we came here, I graduated in 1967, and I was 17 years old. This school has really changed me. It has actually given me the opportunity to follow my life's dream of becoming a nurse. And I went to parochial school all my life until I ended up in Spring Street Junior High and then Nashua High. I wasn't used to the crowds, but I got used to it. And it really has made me a much better person who actually can deal with crowds and different people. If one thing you learn in a big school is that you are seeing the public. You see all types of people. This has been a wonderful get-together to remind us of where we came from. And being a Nashua native, and my mother as well, she graduated in 1935. This has been an unbelievable experience. I know she's here in my heart. I'd also want to point out that not only did I graduate, or my present husband, Ron Plourde, who graduated in '66, our two boys came to this school as their middle school experience. And again, they have been shaped by the people, the teachers, even the custodians who really did a great job introducing us to what the public is all about. So again, I thank you, and I will always remember Nashua High with a fondness in my heart.
My name is Ted Mickus, and I graduated from Nashua High School, Elm Street to a lot of people now, in 1967. At the time, we had a lot of different classes and a lot of different floors. Unlike the newer schools, they have just the one floor. So it was a lot more walking up and down the stairs, and therefore we were one of the healthier classes. The cafeteria served not only as the lunchroom, but also as study halls for many of us. And really, we graduated in '67 and just celebrated our 50th anniversary about 7 years ago. And we still, the committee that was making up that reunion, we still get together once a month. It's been 7 years now. There's 18 of us, and we have breakfast together and relive old times. And when we heard that Elm Street was going to be open for the last time, a group of us came down to see it.
Hi, I'm Pat Prey Gallipo. I graduated from this building in 1975. We were the last class out of this building and came to walk through to get some memories. And this is my daughter.
I'm Stephanie Gallipo Kroll. I came here when it was a junior high.
Like you said, there were hedges out front. I know that they used the courtyards more when she was here. I don't ever remember using the courtyards, but I also came when it was dual sessions, so I'm not sure if there was time to make classes around the courtyards. I also remember, because I played sports, the gyms, playing games while the gym class had to watch. That was always fun.
When you were here, which gym did you use?
The girls' small gym, yes. Yes.
And I was a cheerleader, so we used the foyer out front. We never got the gym either, so.
Is there any other thing you might want to say about the school? Any particular teacher or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm not remembering teachers these days, but I'd have to say that I did like coming to school here. I always had fun, never had issues, so.
I agree. I second that.
Hi, Jim Narrow here, graduating class 1975, the last graduating class of Nashua High School. I actually brought my yearbook with me just in case we needed the evidence of who was who. ran into a couple of old classmates. The nostalgia is fantastic, and it was just awesome to come back here. Went into the auditorium where I saw Aerosmith when I was in high school. All pretty cool stuff. So, my memories of high school are my memories, and I love them. I didn't really like school that much back then, but right now I'm actually now a professor at Southern New Hampshire University. Almost flunked out of high school and actually graduated top 10% of my college class at Purdue University. So coming back is kind of a full circle experience for me. And now looking back, I'm very fond of my years in high school.
I am Reminisce, Nashua High class of 1970 here at Elm Street.
I'm Dean Shalhoub, class of 1972.
A lot of fond memories of this building. We were the first class, my senior year, to go on the dual sessions. We went to school early in the morning till a little before noontime, and what was nice about it, I had a last period study, and it's safe to say this now, but I used to kind of sneak out of study, letting my study teacher, who was Tony Mirandis, know that I was here, and I was going to work before football or basketball, and it worked fine until I was in downtown Nashua reporting from a fire at about 11:20 one morning, and Superintendent Ed Keefe wanted to know what was he doing there. But a lot of great memories here. I can remember when the Chestnut Street gym was filled to capacity with rivalries, and the big rivalry then was Nashua and Bishop Bradley, now Trinity High School, and they played on a Sunday afternoon, and there wasn't a seat to be had if you weren't there by the beginning of the JV game. So a lot of good memories here.
Yeah, I echo a lot of Ed's memories. He was the first class to do dual sessions. That would have meant I was the third class that did them, and like Ed says, they were great because we could hold part-time jobs in the afternoon. We'd go to school till about 11:45 and go get something to eat and go to work, and we could pay more attention to making money than our studies. But they dedicated the Chestnut Street gym in '63. I was just looking it up, and there was some controversy over it wasn't going to be wide enough to accommodate a regulation-sized court on the sides. And people were saying, "Oh, you'd be stepping on spectators' toes when you're taking a ball out and stuff." Apparently, it was a rumor that didn't materialize. But I remember fondly the days here. This was a cafeteria and partly known as the Commons Room out there, I guess, where we walked by and went between classes and stuff. And it was a great place to go to high school for sure.
Hey, Jim Reed here, class of 1975, captain of the 1974 ski team champion, the first championship team that Nashua High had in skiing. I was a big part of. What did I do here besides skip class all the time? Dual sessions? They couldn't catch you. They couldn't. No, it was a ton of fun. Loved it here. The teachers, it was an amazing experience. Oh gosh, what else? Oh gosh, I'd like to say Trigginson, Jake Trigginson. He was a great guy. Has passed. Oh boy, there were so many good teachers. Not that I made many of their classes. My claim to fame is Comic Crossing Restaurant. Back in '79, we opened it up. Although Nashua High may not have taught me a thing about that except to learn how to make money. And so glad to be here. So glad to see this. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, good afternoon, good early evening. My name's Don Casper, 1964 graduate. So it's been 60 years, and boy, things have changed. Great school back then. It was a shame to see it close and go back to Elm Street. But again, times change, and now we're going to go to God only knows what. But my most fondest memories are here, and the classes, the teachers, fellow students, and the sports program. I had the pleasure of playing basketball for 3 years here under Tony Mirandis, and I really loved it. From here I went on and played some college ball, and I have Tony to thank for that. But other than that, there isn't much to say, other than the fact that nostalgia is where it's at, and boy, it's here.
Who's your favorite teacher?
Mr. Burnham.
What did he teach?
He taught science.
Hi, my name is Dee Hogan, Edith Kamoli Hogan, graduated in '65 from this wonderful high school at the time. My mother, Betty Trow Kamoli, was the first graduating class in 1938. And my daughter, Dominique, was in Elm Street Junior High here in 2005. So I had to come and give a last hurrah to the school and check out the rooms and see the mosaics on the wall and just see everything that is. When I was a freshman, sophomore, junior, when we went into the auditorium, we would have to stand for the upperclassmen when they came in, the seniors came in. So the whole auditorium would stand and they'd march in. Little did I know I was standing for my husband. He graduated in '63. And I met a lot of people after that I had been standing for, but that was one of the rituals that we had at the time. And I remember coming to school here, and I remember ice skating outside there where the portables were at the time. That was ice skating area for this area. And it was just a neat school. Of course, we had to wear dresses. And I remember walking in the winter with a dress on. I would have loved to have pants and keep my knees warm. But what else? We had, and I remember my mother, I did a genealogy, and I found a picture of her when she graduated. The thing was, they made their graduation dresses. And so I found a picture of her with her graduation dress that she made in home ec here, and everyone made their dress. So I thought that was pretty interesting to see the dress that she had graduated in. She would be 102 now, but she passed 2 years ago, so she was a healthy 100 years old when she left. And interesting to come back and see the area and maybe see a few teachers. I don't know, they're all gone from here, but it's interesting because I have a 54, 52, and a 34-year-old. And they are all, when they went into different schools, they had teachers retiring that I had when they were starting out. But I remember Miss Collins was the home ec teacher here. She was so wonderful. I loved her. She was a wonderful teacher. And there was Mr. Brown and Stanley Staunches, and I'm trying to think of the names. There was a lot of nice people here. And my mother enjoyed it here too. So that's about what I can remember now. And but I'm still in Nashua. I've been here all my life. Moved a half a mile away from my mother's house over near Wadley Street, and I'm down here on Dearborn now. So I've seen a lot of changes, but some are good. Some are good. So anyway, but I'm glad they had this open house. I'm glad I heard about it so that I could come and walk the halls one more time. Check it out. So thank you for listening.
Hi, my name is Ruth Staunches, and I attended Elm Street Junior High from the fall of 1976 until the spring of 1979. And I saw that they were giving some trophies away, so I took one, 1979 girls softball, hoping that someone in my class might want it. I come from a family of Nashua educators. My uncle Stanley taught here. He was also the associate principal here before he went to what's now Nashua High South. My Aunt Claire was the school nurse here while I attended. My mother was a third grade teacher at Fairgrounds Elementary School for 41 years. And now we have some other family members that are going into teaching. My cousin Gary's over at Fairgrounds Middle School. And I think 2 or 3 years ago, he got Teacher of the Year. So it's really nice to be back at the school, to walk the halls and have the memories come flooding back, not just from attending myself, but just having a family that's been so ingrained in the Nashua education system.
Now you have someone relative that you would like to say a few words to.
Yeah, I have my niece, Catherine Staunches. We actually have 3 generations of our family that attended school here.
Hi everybody, I'm Catherine. I graduated from here in 2012, so it's been 12 years. And now I am going to be a nurse, so that's super exciting, and I will always remember the memories that I made here. I made some of my closest friends here that I still talk to this day, and I think this school will be really missed.
Hello, I'm Tom Staywas. I used to live right on the other side of Lake Street, so when first bell rang, I'd get up and be in my seat before the late bell. A graduate in 1964. In 1976, I came back as a staff member, and I remember 205, we got the first computer terminal in the social studies department. We had to cut the corner off the door to get the cable into the room. So it's nice to see so many people wandering the halls. There's quite a few surprises here. Everybody got a closet from where the elevator used to be. Made much more sense to have it in the hall than in a classroom. But this building has served the city well. And a lot of people are here today looking to see what they remember. Thanks for coming.
My name is Kyle Porter. I went here from 2012 to about 2014, 2015. And just here to recognize the memories that were here. You know, this place hasn't changed much, so just here taking a final last look. Wasn't really a planned thing, but here we are, and just taking the view, taking it all in.
I see you have a yearbook in your hand. Is that your particular year?
Yeah, I mean, I grabbed two. One to see, to show my brother. My brother's older. He went here a couple of years before me when I was here. And then I took one that I was in for my 8th grade. And definitely some memories to hold on to, just to see, the difference of between then and now, and, where we were at in life then, and just to take a glance back. I was a little bit of a quiet kid. I had glasses. I was a little bit of a what they would call a nerd back then, but that didn't stop me from making some poor choices back then. I still did. The glasses didn't hold me back. I ran off on some teachers back then. I remember a teacher, Miss Coughlin, I had back then. During class, we would be out in the halls doing science and stuff like that, and me and a couple other kids would just take off running, do a little race of our own, see how far we could get down the hall before she would say anything, and man, just so many memories being back here.
Hi, I'm Deneen Roby. I have taught here at Elm Street for 25 years. And for me, Elm Street's all about the memories that we've made with the students and with each other.
And I'm Kathy Belanger. I've been teaching at Elm for 29 years. I also went to school here from 76 and 79, and I love this place and I'm going to miss it so much. It's been really great being here today, seeing former students, some students that I had my very first year teaching here, kids I haven't seen in a long time. I'm just going to miss everything about Elm Street. It's a great place.
Anything about the building in particular that you think is unique?
I think the building is pretty unique. It was built in 1937, right? And it is like no other middle school, really, that I've ever been to. Even though I've taught here for 25 years, I've been other places, and I just feel like it is, I don't know, the decor, it's amazing because it's been through so many transformations, right? It was a high school, and then a junior high, and then a middle school, and it's great. It's great to see so many people coming back today. Elm Street was definitely about the memories, and we're going to have to take those with us. Dr. Andre told us not to take anything, but I took my sign.
And just when you come up the main walkway, it's just so impressive, just to see the building, and it's hard to believe that a middle school is this big, because it is huge.
It is huge.
I think McCarthy might even be bigger. So.
Can you comment upon the tile?
Oh, I love the tile. I'm going to miss the tile. I wanted to take tile, but I didn't.
It's great.
So I'm Beth Craik, Beth LaPlante. When I was a student at Elm Street, we all were here between 1980 and 1982.
My name's Andy Martin. I graduated from Elm Street Junior High School in 1982, and I always knew I'd be on television. I didn't think it would take this long.
And my name is Sue Austin. It was Sue Dion at the time I was here. And I met this young lad here, and here was my partner in crime on the volleyball and basketball teams here.
Yep, our favorite place. We love Elm Street. We love coming back to see it. It's been great.
So many great memories here.
Some of the best formative years of my life. The best friends that I've made who are still my friends to this day, 40 some odd years later. The building and the memories that I enjoyed here are incredible and bountiful, and coming through the building today just really reinforced that.
Yes, thanks for making this opportunity available to us. We loved it.
Yes, what a day. So many feels.
Love you, Elm Street.
Go Eagles.
Go Eagles!
Go Eagles!